Hello, I'm Rob Percy and I'm the executive producer of Being Human.
And I'm Matt Boosh and I'm the producer of Being Human.
Hello everybody, thank you all for coming and welcome to the read-through for Series 2.
The aim here is to build on the success of Series 1.
So we are now about halfway in between Series 1 and Series 2 as far as transmission is concerned, and we have been putting our team together basically.
The cast are all very excited to come back. Rob and I and Toby have spoken to them in the intervening months between 1 and 2. And I think they always talk incredibly fondly of the show, which of course they would do.
Yeah, they have to. I think they're quite fond of getting back together with each other. I mean, the three of them, I think, work really well together.
They lived in the same block of flats last year, and they all sort of hung out in Lenora's kitchen and ate pizza and were very
it was like the show. They reproduced the show in their private lives.
You've got to let him lead, Russell.
I think one thing that will be different this time is that people will recognise them. People know where we shoot and they know what they look like. So their sense of being able to get away with being anonymous in the world may change a little bit. I hope that doesn't freak them out too much. I'm sure it won't. But it's different working on something when you know, for us and for them, when you know it's been a success, people know it, and people have expectations. It's kind of nerve-wracking in a way.
It's a challenge because this is the point where we can either make this show a real success that's embedded in the audience's mind for years to come, or we can fall. You know, it's the difficult second album.
Owen's on his way over.
What the He can't.
Well, he can. It's his house.
Did you just? He can't.
In terms of the budget, it's always been a relatively low-budget show, so in a way the challenges haven't changed particularly. We have more locations. We want to shoot those locations in a slightly different way. We want to improve everything as you'd expect, and all of those things to some extent cost money. So we're looking at the usual sort of cost savings and all the dull stuff.
We're going to make people walk and not give them any food.
If only that were possible. In a way, it's just being more innovative.
The upside of it is it stops us taking the easy route, which is we can spend loads of money on special effects and that might be enough to impress the audience, but we can't do that, we can't afford it. So we have to make it work through character and story and being inventive in other ways.
In terms of what makes us nervous, certainly from my point of view, all the usual things. Lack of money, sudden illness of cast member, swine flu in general, because we obviously shoot quite a lot in the hospital, which will be interesting.
I think the other thing that makes it more complicated now, particularly for a show like this where there's quite a lot of online stuff going on, is that while the main unit is making the show, there's behind the scenes stuff being made. So obviously we're conscious that you'll have the chance to see us make all our mistakes and generally lose our temper behind the scenes. Really,
ultimately, the proof of the pudding will be what goes on screen in January, but I'm pretty confident that you'll see a show which does look bigger and better, but which hasn't actually cost any more.